Good morning, Nighthawk Nation. My name is Madeline Nash, your anchor for this week. And welcome to the HPS Upload, where we upload the latest news for you to download. At Hettinger Public School, we challenge all to meet their academic and life goals while inspiring lifelong learning. Please stand to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for some short stories. Anthony Molman is a talented student who has a passion for scientific endeavors and constructing fascinating creations using the KiwiCo crates. Recently, Anthony undertook the exciting task of constructing the electric pencil sharpener. Throughout the process, he skillfully assembled the body of the device and established the necessary connection between the motor and the battery. In doing so, Anthony gained valuable knowledge about switches and circuits and developed a deeper understanding of their functionality. Congratulations, Anthony, on your exceptional work. February is CTE month, celebrating career technical education. It equips students with academic and technical skills for future careers. Over 1 million high school and college students nationwide are enrolled in CTE. It introduces workplace competencies, making academic content accessible through hands-on learning. This week's featured CTE categories are video and audio production, along with graphic and web design, taught here at HPS. Mr. Janikowski, teacher of those programs, stated, "These classes aim to enhance students' ability to use technology for conveying ideas or telling stories in a visual manner. These classes provide students an opportunity to dive into the world of video/audio production and broadcasting, graphic/web design, and photography." Now for breakfast and lunch this week. Monday breakfast was biscuits and gravy. Lunch will be turkey and Swiss sub with chips. Tuesday breakfast will be cook's choice, and lunch will be sack lunch. Wednesday breakfast will be breakfast sandwich, and lunch will be hamburger and fries. Thursday breakfast will be Pop-Tarts, and lunch, don't know what lunch is. Friday, there's no school. Now for some announcements. Silent reading will be second period this week. Bring a book. Students grade 9 through 12 who are interested in participating in OLWS this year should pick up a form in Miss Block's room. They are due back by February 12th. Membership costs $15, which includes your t-shirt for Earth Day. Lunch with the Hawks this week, Wednesday. Please sign up ASAP so I can let your teachers know. Thank you, Mrs. Olson's Junior's reminder to get your committee work completed. 7 through 12 students. The stair outside of Miss Block's classroom are not a temporary locker during lunch period. Your books are required to be placed inside your locker, not the hallway floors. Thank you. Now on today's riddle/question. What is cut on a table but is never eaten? Find out the answer after today's weather. Now let's go to this week's story about high schoolers eating with elementary by Emily Prasma.
Last month, our high school students embarked on a new venture known as Lunch with the Hawks, a program designed to foster connections as they join elementary students for lunch. In an exclusive interview with both the high school participants and Ms. Olson, I learned more about how the program is developing.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. Build connections with the younger students and hear what's all going on in the elementary is kind of fun. I visited with them about sports and what they like to do or what they did over the weekend or something like that, but just to make connections with them. I enjoyed it, yeah.
I thought it was fun to kind of see how the dynamics of the lunchroom have changed, but are also the same as when we were that age, and just to have a reminder of what it was like to be in elementary.
Yeah, it was super fun being able to catch up with all the kids and hear their stories. It was super fun. After we were done eating and I was getting ready to leave, all the kids came up and gave a big hug and were like, "Bye, Miss Olivia." So it was super sweet to see that they enjoyed it.
I guess I thought it was a good thing that the National Honor Society did this activity, and we're gonna do it next month. So the kids are super excited for us. So
We look forward to continuing to do it.
What inspired the idea of having elementary students dine with high school National Honor Society students during lunchtime?
Okay, so the idea came about to do lunch with the Hawks, is what we're calling it, because a pillar of National Honor Society is service. And so we're always looking for things to give back to our community and our school. And so in doing so, we thought it would be a great idea to try to do something with the elementary. And the thought of just a simple thing as having lunch with them came to mind. Instead of taking a long period of time away from classes or anything, we can just go to the lunchroom, have social time with the kids, and eventually, hopefully adding to that by having other groups join us doing this as well.
How do you believe this initiative benefits both the elementary and the high school students involved?
We've done this one time in January, and what I've seen is some amazing things where one of my NHS students walk in the room and they notice them from the basketball court or the wrestling mat or from playing volleyball, and these kids instantly want to sit with them, like, please come sit by me. So it's fun to see the high school kids light up, like, oh, they recognize me, but also the little kids get excited to get to sit with them. We're going to do a few changes this next time, adjusting how many students we have with each group to meet the demand of how many students are in the lunchroom at a time. But eventually some of the elementary kids want these kids to go outside to recess with them, so it's possible that one day, maybe in the spring, we can send the kids outside to recess. So we're really looking forward to this project and how it's going to evolve over time.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
No, thank the elementary teachers and the high school staff for allowing us to do this project, and the high school kids getting some time away from class to go down and work with the elementary. So thank you very much.
As Lunch with the Hawks continues to bridge the gap between high school and elementary students, these shared moments of camaraderie promise a lasting impact on our school and community.
Thank you, Emily, for that story. Now let's go to sports last week with Trevor Daly. How'd we do?
Oh, we did pretty well. Let's look at some scores. Right, for girls basketball versus Richard and Taylor, C lost 37-28, Varsity won 39-36, and JV lost 45-37. Versus New England, Varsity won 49-33. Boys basketball versus Mont Regent Wildfire, Varsity lost 40-47, and versus Glen Ullin Hebron, Varsity lost 52-78. For wrestling regional duels, Varsity got third place, not quite enough to qualify for state, but did pretty well. Now let's get some highlights. Some boys varsity basketball versus Wildfire. You have Max Pierce getting a three-pointer in the corner in the first quarter. Here we have Forrest Fortune getting a block. And I have Forrest Fortune with another block in the second quarter. We have Forrest Fortune with a steal in the third quarter. Right now it's 22-27, pretty close right now. You have Aiden Fisher with a three-pointer in the corner, making it 34-29. You have Max Pierce as a block. You have Kate Anderson with a steal, bringing it all the way down the court. Looks like he made it, but I don't know. You have sports this week. Girls basketball has a game on Tuesday for JV and varsity versus Garrison. And on Thursday, varsity, and it's a play-in, it's away. Boys basketball Monday, CJV and varsity versus New England. And Friday, JV and varsity versus Harding County. And wrestling for Friday and Saturday, have regionals versus the West Region. And that's it.
Thank you, Trevor, for that sports update. Now let's go to Brennan with some weather.
Thank you, Madeline. And now, on to today's weather. So, for Monday, it's densely freezing fog this morning with low clouds, high of 55, low 28. Tuesday, it's mostly cloudy and mild with a high of 49 and a low 29. Wednesday, low clouds, colder with a little rain, high of 36, low of 28. Thursday, cloudy and breezy with a little snow, high of 33, low of 21. Friday, low clouds and breezy, high of 35, low of 10. Saturday, mostly cloudy with a high of 30 and a low of 18. And Sunday, kind of cloudy and sort of sunny with a high of 35 and a low of 21. Now, let's go to the weather radar. So, for Monday, not that much. And then, once it gets to Tuesday, also not that much. But Wednesday, there is a lot of rain Wednesday that turns into snow. Yeah. Oh, well. And then Thursday and Friday don't have that much. And then we get to Saturday, where there's a ton of snow. And then finally, for Sunday, it's still snowing with some wet snow. Back to you, Madeline.
Thank you, Brendan, for that weather report. We would also like to thank our producer, Brianna, for helping us make today's broadcast possible. Today's riddle: what is cut on a table but is never eaten? And the answer is a deck of cards. And that's this week's news broadcast. Thank you for tuning in to the HPS Upload, where we upload the latest news and downloadable content for you to enjoy. If you like this broadcast, smash that like button to let this week's news team know that they did a great job. Subscribe to the HPS Stream Team for weekly updates on school news, podcasts, sports, and community streams. We will see you next week, Monday at 9.
If you want some honey, call 701-567-3439, go to dakotahoney.com, or take a right after the railroad tracks on Country Club Road, Hettinger, North Dakota, 58639.
Here at The Gutter, we provide a variety of food and entertainment. Make sure to